Here at the Exit Glacier overlook. The sun is coming up behind the glacier right over here. The only person in this overlook. Every once in a while, a car will go by. No more here. Is it on?
It's on.
Good evening from Palmer, Alaska. We're back in Palmer for a refit, and had to go to Walmart and Walgreens and get my prescription, and went to Red Robin's. Red Robin's was pretty good. We're going to Valdez tomorrow for 2 nights, and then Toke, and then we're starting the journey home. Well, I guess we're starting the journey home from Valdez. So
yeah.
Valdez 2 more nights, and then we'll be heading back to the lower 48. What you got, Mama?
Today we were driving along, not quite sure where, but we was driving along. Papa probably knows exactly. But I was driving as well, because the road from Seward, well, into Seward and then of course out, was being worked on, and it was real gravelly and muddy, and there was a big section where you had to go up this big kind of hill, and I thought when we come down we were towing, and I thought that our camper kind of scraped on it, so I thought, well, might be better if I drove. And then Papa said, yeah, it'd be good, you drive. So I just drove too, and it was a short day, so it was good. But anyway, we were coming along, and we saw the Boretide coming. Papa noticed it, and he called me. You said you saw a surfer?
Yeah, there was he was a surfer or a paddleboarder or something. I saw it out in the water, and I saw it moving, and I didn't know what it was, so I paid more attention to it than it was. You could see him paddling out. So I thought, why is he paddling out? And then it hit me where we were, and it was the Boretide coming in or going out. I don't know if the tide was coming in or the tide was going out, but I'm assuming it does the same thing both times. But it looked like a standing wave for you kayakers out there. It was just one wave. It's not like it was like a wave at the ocean, but just one of them.
Yeah.
And it was slowly moving its way up the inlet. They don't call it an inlet, they call it the turning in arm, but it's still an inlet. But it was just one wave, and it was the oddest thing you ever seen.
Yeah, it was very strange. And I told Papa, I said, it looks very shallow, because you can of course see the mud and stuff that it's coming over, and the water looks very shallow. But now that was from us just kind of glancing as we're driving. But that's what they talk about, getting stuck in the mud, and then the Boretide comes in and you can't get out. And that was at 2:11. I remember looking at the clock to kind of see what time, because the other day it was either at 9 in the morning or 9 at night. So, but yeah, it was pretty cool to get to see that.
I don't know what the definition of Boretide is. You can Google it if you're that interested in it. But I think it's because the inlet is so shallow and the tide fluctuations are so large. They just, the two forces just run into each other, twice a day, and that's what creates it. But get on the Googles.
Get on the Googles.
This morning I got up and went back to Exit Glacier and took a couple of pictures, or more than a couple, but I took a bunch of pictures, and saw 2 more eagles, but no large mammals, other than the biggest mammal we've seen is a squirrel.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true. We saw a deer, and back in the States we've seen some pronghorns, but we haven't seen much this trip. But that's okay. Yeah. We've got we brought our camera with us. We have a Canon, but we didn't bring our laptop, so we don't have any way to get those pictures onto the laptop and then onto the face page or YouTube. But we'll figure that out. We may just have when we get home, we'll just have one YouTube video of pictures that we didn't put on there before, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll do that.
What else you got, Mama?
Yeah, that's it. Well, no, I was kind of thinking today, if you're coming up to Alaska and things, just, and we may do another video on this, just about things like the weather and things like that, what to bring, what I would suggest, and perhaps what kind of vehicle, if you're towing, what kind of vehicle that you probably should bring with you. But today the weather was overcast. It said it was in the 50s, upper 50s, but it was cold. There was a cold chill coming off the mountains when we left the campground there in Seward. And then now we got to Palmer and it's raining and it is chilly outside. Even though when we were doing our errands, it said 65. I don't think so. But just some things I was thinking about. We may do those in a future video, a review video, which brings me to this. Our Alaskan Odyssey portion of the YouTube, we're going to wait till we get completely at home in Tennessee to do a review. I had thought about that, once we got through Tok and went across the Canadian border, that might be kind of about our last YouTube videos. But Papa said, no, let's just keep on going, and we're going to do it, and we're just going to do a big review when we get home to Tennessee, because we've got some other places we're going to stop. I think we're looking at maybe stopping in Albuquerque and who knows, wherever else. Utah, maybe some of the national parks there. So we're going to be probably stopping in those places. And hopefully the weather won't chase us out, because I know sometimes it gets colder and they may have a freak little snowstorm or something in those areas. But hopefully we're gonna just be chugging right along.
Yeah, the plan is to cross over in Sweetgrass, Montana, and that's on the eastern edge of, or it's near the eastern edge of Glacier National Park. So we've got 3 nights reserved there at the eastern entrance, and we're gonna rest up from our Canadian portion of the trip and go run into the glacier a time or two, so we can see that part of the world. And then we have to go back to Spokane and give a hug and a howdy to my Aunt Sue. She had surgery today. Hey Aunt Sue, hope you're feeling better. And then we're going to head home. We're either going to go, we'll probably go straight down 15 to southern Utah and cross over to Santa Fe and Albuquerque, and then make a beeline home, or as fast a beeline as you can make going 300 miles a day.
Yeah.
But we got to be home eventually so we can repack to go out again. So we're gonna, the hope that we winter in Florida. I don't know if we'll leave in late November or middle of December or whenever, but one of the grand youngins, Faye, has a birthday on the 20th of December, so we've got to be down there for that. She'll be 3.
Yes.
And hello, Faye, and hello, Emma. She's starting school pretty soon. She will soon be 8.
Yes, in March. Hard to believe. They're growing up.
Yes, they are. Henry's glad to be stationary. He doesn't mind the highway. He goes to sleep, but he does not like rough roads. I don't know if it's the vibration or the noise or a combination of the two, but he does not like them, and it just wears him out.
Yeah.
And he got him a kid's burger at Red Robin, and he had 2 treats, or he's had 2 different kinds. He had 4 treats, 2 different kinds, and he's ready to be passed out. He may or may not go to the bathroom because it's raining. He don't like to get out and get wet. He's a bit of a diva, but he may go outside and go pee pee, or else he'll just hold it till tomorrow. He's got the bladder of a Macy's balloon. I don't know how he does it. What else you got, Mama?
That's it. We're looking forward to going to Valdez tomorrow and getting on the road and doing that. And we'll be there 2 days and checking that out and seeing what sites that they have to offer. And No pictures today because, you know, we was driving, I was driving, and it's, we just kind of went back, we come back the same way.
Excuse me. I sent you some pictures and a video.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Yes. I did forget. Thank you. Yes, Papa did send me some that he took with his iPhone this morning. So, yes, I will insert those in here and then this video.
Evidently, we've only got one photographer. It's
No, dear, I'm sorry.
our time to see a black bear or a grizzly bear is fast running out. So whoever's in charge of turning the bears out, we're going to Valdez tomorrow. Let them out, just one. Just let one grizzly bear out, and then call him back in. It doesn't have to be a big one, just one. And we still have a tow dolly. It's not locked up. Just
No.
We'll pretend like we don't hear anything if you're back there unhooking it.
Right. Yes.
Valdez tomorrow.
Yes.
If there's nothing else,
We'll see you down the road.